Hello, I'm Dr. Paul, and this is my beautiful wife, Lynn. And today we're going to address some of the issues that those of us with horses oftentimes see in our animals. Now, horses are a lot like people. They all have different personalities and quirks and habits, and they're all different. They're not the same by any means. So when we address issues with our horses, it's just like anything else. We have to evaluate the whole animal, and some things work for some and some things don't work for everybody, and some work for others that will not work for the first batch. So you have to be flexible and be willing to try a lot of different things. And through the years, I have tried a lot of different things and found many things that work great for horses. Acupuncture being one of them. I don't use that modality any longer because I'm not in active practice, but I have developed some GANS waters, some plasmatic GANS waters that are effective for horses in a lot of situations. And one of the big ones is eye problems. Horses have eye problems just like people or just like dogs and cats. And you can use the same medication or the same preparation, it's a preparation of GANS water that I use in my eyes and that we have used on our pets in horses. You can use the same thing and get relief from all kinds of eye problems. Hazy vision. A lot of older horses, sometimes their eyes become cloudy, and you can see that cloudy look in their eye, and they don't do well, they shy from things. And this GANS water that we have developed helps with that problem. And as your horses get older, you're more comfortable with them. They know you and you know them, and they get to be friends. And it really hurts when you have to get rid of one of your old friends and replace them with a younger animal. I know that's happened to me, and that's happened to a lot of people I know. And so we want to keep them around healthy and happy as long as we can. Now, one of the other problems with horses is ringworm. It gets to be a pretty common thing, especially in warmer weather, and you can see it in the cold too, but they get a itchy, scaly eruption on their skin, and it's awfully hard to get rid of because they rub up on everything in their stall, and when you think you got it under control, they'll go back and rub up against those old spores that have been sitting in their stall for 6 or 8 months dormant, and when they get on the horse they liven up again and cause a new batch of ringworm. So to get rid of ringworm, you just about have to spray down the whole stall and the floors and the ceilings and the walls and everything with Clorox. But we have developed an inflammation spray that we use in a spray bottle with some copper oxide in it that will kill the fungus.
And one
So-
of the things you can do then, if you've got a spray bottle, and obviously in a horse stall you're going to use a lot bigger bottle than this, but you can just go in and mist the walls and the floor and everything in the stall. And you can also take the water and spray it directly on your horse. And you can spray it on any, if it's in an area where there's going to be a blanket, say if you're putting on a saddle or something like that, you can also spray not only the skin area but what's going on top of the skin. So this is a way to make things a little easier on your end in the management of things. And what's in this is a little glass vial, and basically you showed a jar of GANs, and what we do is when you order, you're going to get a glass vial that's going to go on top or inside of a clear glass or plastic container. In the winter time, because of our freezing temperatures, you're going to get a BPA-free plastic vial, which is going to go inside of or on your container for the water. And you don't want to use metal, you don't want to use crockery, you don't want to use opaque. You've got to use, in other words, this is an opaque container. Okay, you don't want to use that for making your GANs water. So you can, once this is made, then you can fill your spray bottles with it. You can add another small vial right from this water into your spray and have more than one container of it. So that's what I would like to add to that, if you have anything else.
Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about is wound healing in horses, and I'm sure all of you who have horses know what proud flesh is, and that's when you have a wound that has not been sutured up and has developed a lot of granulation tissue, and it grows. Horses are real bad about this, which you don't have a problem in humans or dogs and cats with this, but horses for some reason do. And that's, you get big masses of granulomatous growth called proud flesh, and it's hard to deal with. And you can get a big wad of proud flesh from just a small cut that has gotten infected and has not been taken care of. And then it's a big procedure to cut all of that away and get that wound healed up. Oftentimes it even takes skin grafts to do it. And so by using some of these plasma water, GANs waters that we have developed, even if you get a wound that is infected and has not been sutured up, you can use this water like this and get that proud flesh slowed down to where it doesn't grow. It kills the infection in there. This water kills the infection and then keeps the proud flesh from growing. It's got anti-inflammatories in it, and the proud flesh grows because of inflammation. So that's another huge issue with horses that have had neglected wounds. And the last thing I'll mention here is arthritis. As our horses get older, they develop arthritic knees, hocks, coffin joints. They get arthritis just like older people and older pets do. And we can use these same GANs waters in sprays and patches and bandages that will relieve and give them comfort as they get older and older, so they're not hobbling around in pain all the time.
Now, Paul, can they drink? Can they also drink this water?
They can also drink this water, and that will aid with arthritic conditions. What you can do is take a bottle, well, just something similar to this right here, of the Gans water, and tie a little rope around the top and drop it into their, or hang it inside of their water trough. And the plasma energy from this Gans water will radiate out into all of their drinking water, and that way they're drinking the plasma energy from the water into their system and getting relief from the inside as well as from the outside.
Okay, and I would mention that you probably want that clear glass, clear jar to be plastic.
Yeah, in a horse drinking trough, it would be best if it was a clear plastic jar. Glass would work as long as it's not going to get banged around by the horses drinking out of it. But a clear plastic jar would probably be better.
And I do want to mention Bob has a farm down in the southern part of the U.S., and he had several drinking troughs for his animals. And when he first got his plasma energy water set up, he put a plastic jar, just the way Paul has described, hung it in one of the troughs. And what he found is all the animals preferred to drink out of that trough and not the other ones that didn't have the plasma water in it. Now, there really isn't a way to have them all sit down and have a talk with them. So that was just their instinctive nature saying, this is a better water for us. And so Bob eventually ended up hanging a jar in all his troughs.
That's an overview of some of the ways we can help our horses as they age and make their lives a little more comfortable. So if you feel you have gotten any value from this, go to our website and check out all of our products at plasmaenergysolution.com, and give us a big thumbs up and share this with your friends and relatives, and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscription button so you'll get notification of upcoming videos. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you. Thank you.